everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my updated makeup routine and hair routine. Both of these have been highly requested videos, and honestly I just never think to film beauty videos for YouTube anymore, so definitely let me know if you enjoy videos like this and want to see more of them on my channel. My makeup has actually changed a lot in the last couple months, both like the style and the products that I use. I actually stopped wearing fake eyelashes, which is huge for me. Like, I'll wear them on occasion, but not every day, which obviously was excessive. My hair routine, on the other hand, has stayed mostly the same, although I did just get my hair touched up and cut yesterday. I cut off like 4 or 5 inches, so it is still long, but it feels so much shorter, and today will be the first day that I'm styling it since the cut, so I'm excited to see how it looks with my normal style. I'm gonna start things off with my usual skin prep. This is from Pharmacy. This is the Honey Milk Hydrating Essence, and if you have dry skin, this is a game changer. This is like the only thing that has been saving my skin this winter, and today is like your typical January day. It is so dark and gloomy and cold, and you guys, I'm just so over the winter already. This stuff brings so much life back into my skin. Seriously, an essential this winter. And for moisturizer, I have gone back to the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Again, it is like fighting my winter skin battles for me. This is actually a pretty thick moisturizer, but it absorbs into my skin so well, so it doesn't feel thick. For primers, these are my go-tos. I love the Blur Screen from NYX, but today I'm actually going to use the Grown Alchemist Skin Defense. Both of the primers are blurring, which I love in a primer, but today my foundation has SPF, so I'm just gonna go in with this one. I always apply this primer like in my T-zone first, and like the areas where I have the larger pores. Foundation that I'm using is the Your Skin But Better foundation from IT Cosmetics. It's color correcting, full coverage, and it has SPF 50. This has been my favorite foundation for so long now because it is so full coverage. Like, it covers everything without looking heavy or feeling heavy. For my contour, I just recently got the new Rare Beauty liquid contour, and it is so good, you guys. I'm already obsessed with it. It's not the same sort of formula as their blush where you put a little dot and it's super pigmented and you gotta keep blending it out. This blends into your skin flawlessly, so you don't have to worry about like going in with too heavy of a hand. I honestly just put a little bit of this everywhere, but see how nice and easy it blends out. Like, I was so impressed when I first tried these. The shade that I have been using is called Mellow, and I always do concealer after my contour just so I can kind of like clean everything up, snatch my nose especially, and also just make sure everything kind of connects well and doesn't look like these muddy lines all over my face. And this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I love this concealer and I love the foundation. If I'm ever looking for like even more full coverage, or I know I'm going out or like taking photos or something, then I will go for the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. This foundation is seriously worth all of the hype, but it is expensive, so I only use it for like special occasions. For my blush, I'm using the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Sleepy Girl. This is like a deeper mauve shade. These are another product that just like blend out so easily, so I kind of apply a lot. Look how nice it melts into the skin. Then I'm just gonna set everything with the Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Pound Cake. I love these little puffs. I always make sure to pat as much of the powder into my skin as possible. The setting powder is really great at making sure you don't have any creasing, and whatever excess is left over I just kind of brush away with a fluffy brush. This is the 160 brush from Makeup Forever. One of my favorite makeup steps is going back in and defining my nose contour. I love a good nose contour. I always go for like that button nose effect, so I kind of make a little semicircle right in between those parallel lines at the tip of my nose, and I end up kind of making that into an upside down triangle by connecting it to the very tip of my nose. Kind of hard to explain, but you guys see what I mean. Then I go in with the fluffier side of the brush and buff everything out. And once I'm happy with the overall blend of my nose contour, I'll take a little bit of highlight. I'm actually using the old Anastasia and Amrezy collab highlight. I found this in my drawer and now I cannot stop using it. It really is the best. I'll take a little bit of that highlight on my pinky and run it right down the bridge of my nose and then right on the tip. My nose contour and highlight is like the one thing that I have not changed in my makeup routine since like 2016. Like, I'm sorry, but I will just never give up a good tip of the nose highlight, or highlight in general for that matter. I know a lot of people don't highlight anymore, but I love to just add it to the very tops of my cheekbones still. Like, I won't stop. Then I actually go back in with that bronzer and a fluffy brush. This one is from from Rare Beauty, and I just kind of diffuse everything back together, make sure everything looks a little bit more seamless. Go over all the same areas that I contoured earlier, and I also go back in with a little bit of powder blush as well. I started using the 001 pink blush from Dior again. I think this color looks so nice with that mauve tone of the Sleepy Girl Road blush. I just feel like it's a really pretty winter pink. So that is my complete base makeup. I actually go in and set it before I get started on my brows and my eyes. This is from Cali Ray. It's their sunproof setting spray. I'm almost out of this stuff, but I spray a nice generous amount. I'm like literally eating this right now. I use kind of a lot of setting spray and then just this like little mini fan to help dry it quicker. Also add a little bit of lip balm once my base is done, and I know like powders are not going to get stuck in it. This one is the Rhode Passion Fruit Jelly, and they need to bring this back this summer because this is a top tier scent. So now I'm going in with my brows, which is always my least favorite step of my makeup. My brows are just like so mismatched and hard to tame. I kind of have a weird shape going on right now, but I'm just rolling with it. So I actually really love this ColourPop brow pencil. This one is in the shade Brunette, and for the most part I just follow my natural shape and just fill everything in. The brows are not perfect, they never are, but I'm gonna go in and set them with this brow lamination brow gel from L'Oreal. The packaging on this is so bad. It started looking like this after I used it like a handful of times. It's just got like a cheapy outer packaging, but it's such a good formula. It holds every last brow hair in place and kind of defines each single strand. And then for eyeshadow, I will just use whatever neutral brown palette I have on hand. I like this one from Smashbox, the Cozy Vibes palette, but today I'm going to use the Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette from Too Faced. I don't do anything exciting with my eye makeup anymore. I'm just taking this light nude shade. It's the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm putting this on my entire eyelid, kind of just using it as a base color. Then I just take a slightly smaller fluffy blending brush, and I'm using the shade Nude Beach and just throwing this right into my crease. And most days I just leave it at that, call it a day. But I'm actually going to take this shimmer shade over here in the corner called Sandy Cheeks. I'm just going to pat some of that on like the inner half of my eye. And that's really it. I go in with that blending brush again and just kind of buff everything and blend it all together. But I swear, if 2016 me knew that this is what I was doing with my eyeshadow now, she would not be impressed. I'm just curling up my lashes. My favorite mascara is from Rare Beauty. I have pretty short stubby lashes, but I really wanted to stop wearing fake eyelashes every day, so I've kind of forced myself to get a lot more comfortable with my natural lashes. So I feel like this mascara does a pretty good job at making them look a little bit better than they actually are. And I know this is pretty backwards, but I actually do my eyeliner after my mascara now. I have hooded eyelids, so instead of doing eyeliner across my whole eyelid like I used to, I literally just add a tip of a wing. I feel like this is just so much more flattering for my eye shape than what I used to do because I just have a limited amount of lid space to work with, so even the tiniest amount of eyeliner on my lid takes up all of that space and it makes my eyes look smaller. So just adding a little bit of the wing makes my eyes look a little bit more elongated and kind of pop still. Finishing touch for my eyes is always a little bit of inner corner highlight. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna have to pry the highlighter from my cold, dead hands. Last step is lips, and I have been using the Lip Injections lip liner for so long now. Like, I love these. This one is in the shade In Big Truffle. It's a little bit of a darker brown. Just follow my natural lip line and then blend it out with my fingers. My current lip obsession is actually these glosses from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Caramel Latte and it smells like caramel. Which, by the way, let me know if you guys are team caramel or caramel. But I think this shade is such a pretty everyday nude. And that is it. That is my everyday go-to makeup look. I'm gonna move on to my hair now. It still feels so nice and fresh from the salon, but I'm gonna go in with my usual routine. The first thing I'm going to do is actually wet my bangs. I just get my bangs a little bit damp before I roll them up in like a medium-sized roller. And by the time I finish my hair, they will be dry and give me a nice little curl and a little bit more volume. I'm also going to section off my hair. I'm going to do the bottom half first, so this is where you look a little crazy. I'm just putting the top half up with a claw clip for now. I'm going to run a little bit of the Moroccan oil treatment through my hair. I love this hair oil so much. This T3 wand has seen much better days. I really need to upgrade it because I've dropped it so many times. It's like kind of falling apart now, but it is my favorite wand. Just take about a 1-inch strand and curl it towards my face. I just repeat this all the way around my head. And then once I'm done with the first layer, I hairspray it, and I have to tell you guys, it feels kind of shocking how short my hair feels right now. Then I'm gonna take out the top half, and I just repeat the same steps. I also take a little bit of this dry texture spray and I add it like underneath my hair at the roots. I just take my fingertips and kind of rub that a little bit more into my roots and just kind of tousle the hair, and this adds so much extra volume. And then I'm just brushing out the curls. You can use your fingertips instead of a brush if you'd like. A couple years ago, my hairstylist at the time gave me a tip to run a straightener through the ends of my hair after curling it, so it gives more of like a lived-in beachy wave sort of look, and I have been doing it ever since. I'm gonna take out the roller. And that is literally it, you guys. I've been keeping my routines super simple and easy lately, and I've been loving it so much. So let me know what you guys think. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm going to link everything that I used in the description box down below, so check that out before you leave. And definitely let me know if you want to see more videos like this one on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!